Hello, everybody. It's Tyler here at Red Barn Productions, and we're back. And just like the thumbnail says, the gear you use, just like size, does matter. For all you out there thinking that size doesn't matter, I hate to break your heart, but it really does matter. It doesn't have to be the biggest wrench in the toolbox, but it needs to be big enough to do the job, right? And let's get back to gear. A lot of people equate expensive with quality, and that's just not always true. I mean, most of the, you get up there like Rupert Neve and all that. Yeah, it's great gear. Don't get me wrong. SSL. But at that level, at that level, most of us can't afford it. You know, same thing with the Neumann U87. But here's the thing: microphones are a little easier to discuss because it doesn't have to be the most expensive piece of gear out there to do a good job. It just has to be good at one job, and that's microphones. You know, a lot of people think, they confuse, vocal mics and instrument mics and stuff like that. It's like, well, here's the thing: they all work in a frequency range, and polar powers. They just have to be good in the application that they're being used in, and the environment that they're being used in. We'll take this microphone right here, the one in the thumbnail. It's a great mic. Some of you may know what it is, some of you may not. I'm not going to tell you because I'm not trying to sell you a microphone. But it's a great microphone. And is it great in every application? No. I mean, in most, yes. But now let's add environment to application. Let's take this use right here. I'm doing this recording for YouTube, and let's set in the application and my environment. This would be the worst mic I could possibly choose to make to record audio with because of my environment. I'm actually having to run RTX broadcast to remove background noise, and I struggle every day to even create usable content in this room for social media. It wasn't like that when we first started out here 22 years ago. You couldn't hear my neighbors and you couldn't see my neighbors because I didn't have any neighbors. 22 years later, it's overdeveloped. It's extremely crowded. It's extremely noisy 24/7. Add in that my mini split here is out of balance. It makes a lot of noise, and it's 93 degrees right now. This trailer is not very well insulated, let alone soundproof. It's got a tin roof. The sunshine, it gets really hot, so I have to have the air conditioner on. So that air conditioner affects my environment. I have gotten better. Even working with what I have in the environment that I'm in, I have gotten better. However, it's still a struggle every day because what works today may not work tomorrow. Normally, when I do videos like this, I would be using my Electro Voice RE20. Y'all seen it in a lot of other videos. It's a great microphone. It's an industry standard for podcasting and live streaming and radio broadcasts and all that. So you'd think that it would be the right choice of a microphone to do this video. It would be if it wasn't for my environment. Turns out that the best choice is my Sennheiser MKE 600 that I use on my video camera because it has better side and rejection off the back, stuff like that. It's not perfect, but it was the best choice out of the microphones that I have on hand to make this video. And I've got a lot of microphones. I'm going to give you all a little sneak peek here because most of y'all haven't seen this yet. We finally got the mess cleaned up in here and everything started getting it set back up. And because I don't plan on doing full band recordings anymore, I went ahead and put some shelving up and got all my stuff up. That bottom shelf down there is all headphones and microphones. It's that bottom shelf, and there's a couple preamps, but it's all headphones, microphones. I see one box of fans on there I need to put up, but it's all microphones and headphones. I do have a selection. I guess since we're giving y'all sneak peeks, I'll go ahead, because most of y'all haven't seen this. Is if you've been following the channel a very long time, then you know that I didn't even have a proper desk. It was just some plywood and 2x4s nailed together and stuck up. It was only going to be here for a week, and 12 plus years later, I finally got to take it down. But make no mistake, while it doesn't have to be the most expensive gear on the market, the gear you use does matter when you factor in application and environment. Take microphones. Say you order, just pick any mid-priced microphone out there that does a decent job. Just pick one, and it comes in, and say you're going to record your vocals. You're the one singing, and you get it all set up, and you record your vocals, and you're just 100% unhappy with the way that microphone sounds. Well, I mean, it could be a bad microphone, or you could be a bad audio engineer. However, that it doesn't mean that you're either. It could just be that it's the wrong microphone for the application. Not every microphone suits every voice. We've got a Neumann, a TL103, which is a great microphone. Everybody swears by it. But I work with a select group of artists, and out of all those artists, it only works well on one of them's voice. It makes a great room mic. It makes a great overhead. It makes a great instrument mic sometimes. But out of that select range of artists that I'm working with, there's only one of them that is it a good vocal mic. It's just not suited to the others. You see what I'm saying? It's not that it's a bad mic. It's just that it might be the wrong microphone for the application in the environment that you're using it in. And I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. Till next time, this is Vitali over here at Red Barn Productions. Y'all stay safe wherever you are in the world today. Till next time, I'm out of here.